375 million years ago, land was empty. No mammals, no reptiles, no insects crawling through the grass. The continents existed, but nothing with a spine had ever set foot them. Every animal with a backbone lived in the water. Then, one creature changed that. The Devonian period ran from 419 to 359 million years ago. It is sometimes called the Age of Fish because fish dominated every body of water on the planet. The oceans, rivers, and lakes were packed with life. Armored fish, jawless fish, sharks in their earliest forms, and a group of fish that would turn out to be unlike any other, the lobe-finned fish. Lobe-finned fish had fins that were thick, muscular, and connected to the body by bones, the same bones that would one day become arms and legs. On land during this period, there was almost nothing. Mosses and ferns had already colonized the ground near water. Simple insects existed, but no vertebrate, no animal with a spine, had made the crossing. The water was safe. Food was in the water. Predators were in the water too, but life had evolved over hundreds of millions of years to survive there. Land was unknown territory. The most important animal in this story is called Tiktaalik. It lived approximately 375 million years ago in what is now the Canadian Arctic, at the time a warm, shallow river delta near the equator. Tiktaalik was a fish, but it was unlike any fish alive today. It was roughly 2.7 meters long. It had scales and gills, like a fish, but it also had a flat head it could move independently from its body, something no fish can do. It had lungs as well as gills, meaning it could breathe air directly, and its front fins contained the bones of an upper arm, a forearm, and a primitive wrist. Tiktaalik could push itself up on its fins and hold its own weight. It could not walk, but it could prop itself up in shallow water, lift its head above the surface, and breathe air. Scientists discovered the first Tiktaalik fossil in 2004 on Ellesmere Island in northern Canada. The fossil was so complete and so significant that it immediately changed the understanding of how vertebrates moved onto land. The move to land was not a decision. No animal chose to evolve. The conditions of the Devonian period created pressure that favored certain traits over others. Shallow coastal waters and river deltas dried out seasonally. Fish trapped in shrinking pools that could breathe air and drag themselves to nearby water survived. Fish that could not died. Shallow water was also crowded and full of predators. Animals that could access food sources on land, insects, plants, smaller creatures near the water's edge, had a survival advantage. Over millions of generations, fins gradually became more limb-like, lungs became more efficient, the body structure shifted to support weight on land rather than to move through water. No single moment exists where a fish became a land animal. It happened across millions of small changes, each one slightly better suited to spending time out of water. After Tiktaalik came the tetrapods, the first four-limbed vertebrates. Animals like Acanthostega and Ichthyostega appeared around 365 million years ago. They had 4 recognizable limbs with fingers and toes, but they were still primarily aquatic. Their limbs were not yet strong enough to carry their full body weight on land for long periods. Acanthostega had 8 digits on each limb. Ichthyostega had 7. The standard 5-digit limb that humans and most land vertebrates share today came later, as the body continued adapting. These animals spent most of their time in water, but could move across land between bodies of water, accessing new food sources and escaping aquatic predators. They breathed air. They had necks. They could turn their heads. They were the direct ancestors of every land vertebrate that followed, every amphibian, reptile, dinosaur, bird, and mammal that has ever lived on Earth. From those first 4-limbed animals, the entire history of land vertebrates unfolded. Amphibians dominated the land for tens of millions of years. Then reptiles evolved the ability to lay eggs on dry land, removing the dependency on water entirely. Reptiles spread across every continent. From reptiles came the dinosaurs, 252 million years ago. From a lineage of small dinosaurs came the birds. From a separate reptile branch came the mammals. Every step of that chain traces back to a group of lobe-finned fish in shallow Devonian waters, gradually developing the tools to survive out of water. The human arm, the bones of the upper arm, forearm, wrist, and hand, is directly derived from the fin structure of fish like Tiktaalik, the same basic arrangement of bones, repurposed over 375 million years of evolution. Every land animal alive today carries the blueprint of that transition in its skeleton. The move from water to land was not a single event. It was a process spanning tens of millions of years, driven entirely by survival, animals that happened to have useful traits, passing those traits to the next generation. It is one of the most significant transitions in the history of life on Earth. And it began in a shallow, muddy river delta with a fish that could lift its head above the water. This is Cosmic Earth.